Hello, sir. Good evening. We are Group 2 and we are presenting to you the Netflix data analysis. So, we have taken this data from various sites like IMDb, Big Source, and Netflix data for the viewers. These are my group members. My name is Ashutosh. We have Dushyant, Amit, Ujjal, Balaji, Hemant, and we have done this analysis collectively. Uh, so, so as you know, the Netflix is currently the king of OTT. They are running this company since 20 years now. They started this company with very basic business model of renting the DVDs, and now according to the changing technology, they have adopted, and now they have more than 200 million subscribers across the world. Yes, about the data, we have multiple columns like show ID, type, title, director, cast, country, then date added, rating, duration, listed in, and popularity. So here in data, we are trying to analyze the movies versus TV shows. So this is our main topic, where uh, we are we are analyzing a content of movies versus TV shows across the popularity, the rating, you can say the listed countries, and the dates added, like the year wise. So in the first slide, we are trying to show you the global consumption of movies and TV shows. So we have taken a sample data of 5,731 records, where we have 96% of movies, which is 5544, and 187 of TV shows. Though we have a data in a country wise, we have collectively made it to a continent wise to show you more precise data. So for like major continent in the consumption and contribution is always North America, because Netflix started and founded in United States. Uh, yeah, so they have the majority of the consumption. You can see the 41% of the data. Then the second number is on Asia, where we have a country, India, with 16% of total content and consumption. And though the India's population is 4 times greater than US, still the US country ranks higher in consumption of the data. So this is it from my side. I will hand over to my group member Hemant.
Good evening. We have analyzed this data for the content price across continents in 2020 and 21 using pivot table. The Netflix platform has shown significant rise in the demand of content during pandemic and post-pandemic era, resulting 30% in 36% increase across all the continents. The data content in Africa has been increased by 62% compared to increase in other continents is 25% to 35%. The main contributing content countries for the increase in areas are Nigeria, Egypt, as well as South Africa. Though percentage is higher in Africa, the content increase in number is the highest increase in number of content is from US, that is 875, followed by India, that is 263 members. Next slide will be explained by Amit.
So thank you, Hemant. And as it has been clearly stated by Asutosh and Hemant both, that being the company originated in North America, so basically the content-wise, it is heavily skewed towards that. So coming to this present slide, so here we have basically used the data visualization technique. We have created two separate contingency table as well as a pie chart. So in contingency table, we have divided it basically into two categories of movies as well as TV shows, and each category we have divided into subcategories based on the genres. So we have taken 10 different kinds of genres based on the data that we have been able to collect over the IMDb, which is publicly available. So categories, if I can just tell, so the genres that we have considered are drama, comedies, action and adventure, documentaries, children and family movies, and others. So, going by this analysis that we have been able to do, one thing that is very prominently coming here is that the content is heavily skewed towards movie. And in movies, if we will subdivide it, so drama is most in number. So that is exactly 1513. And apart from drama, the next one will be comedy. And then we have action and adventure, then going to documentaries and so on. And although the number of TV shows are minuscule in comparison to movies, but if you will divide it into genres, the most prominent will be crime TV shows, and then after we have international TV shows. And over to sorry, next slide, please. So here also we have tried to basically use the data visualization technique, and we are here by graphical representation. We have tried to segregate this continent wise. And if we will look at, if I can explain few points here. So in action and adventure genre, the majority of the content is divided, almost it is the same at par between Asia and North America. Whereas in few categories like drama, Asian content exceeds other continents content. And if you talk about documentaries, there the North American continent content has a clear edge. So over to for the next slide, I would like to hand over to Balaji. So over to you, Balaji.
Yeah, thanks, Amit. Coming to popularity content spread across continents, movies are viewed across all continents, whereas TV shows are mainly restricted to Asia, Europe, and North America. Popularity 3 is reflected as a major preference across all regions, whereas popularity 4 to 8 has a skewed popularity driven by the continent. Movies highest popularity is 3, with data recorded at 385 in North America. Uh, TV shows highest popularity is 3, with data recorded at 17 in Asia. So with this, I'll hand it over to Ujjal.
Ujjwal.
Yeah, thank you, Balaji. This slide consists of ratings spread across the continents. As you see, the TVR 14 has the maximum count in Africa and Asia in the movie segment, and TVR MA has the maximum count in Europe, Oceania, and South America. R has the maximum count in North America. As far as TV shows is concerned, TVR MA has the maximum count in Africa, Asia, North America, Europe, and Oceania. And TVR 14 has the maximum count in South America. Next, over to Dushyant.
Thank you, Ujjwal. Good evening, sir. So in this slide, we have tried to use the descriptive analysis tool, and intention here is to compare the average age of the user worldwide, pre-COVID level and the post-COVID level. In the Excel sheet uploaded, you can see the frequency distribution analysis and histograms in more detail. But here the summary says that with 95% confidence interval, averages remains the same, around 27 years, and which also gels with the maturity and adult content shown by the Netflix, and which is the genre which is favored by this age group the most. Next slide. And in the last slide, we have tried to use the statistical tool of hypothesis testing. Our original hypothesis is that the average probability of pre and post pandemic level is equal. Alternate hypothesis will be if the average probability of pre and post pandemic level is not equal. In the Excel sheet uploaded, you can see in the detail we try to calculate the variance and then F test accordingly. And then we finally use the t-test, and as we can see, the t-stat value is lies within t-critical value, which means hypothesis stands valid and it cannot be rejected. And it means it shows that globally there is not much difference in the user preferences to view the next fleet data, and I think more or less irrespective of the continent, user prefer the same kind of genre. So I think with this slides, we end our presentation, and on behalf of all the group,